thought the guys played hard. I mean, I thought both teams. I thought it was a good hockey game. You know, and even through one, we were able to get one in the second, got a couple of empty netter in the third. So, Northern's a good hockey team. I picked them to win. You know, you can't vote for your own team, but I picked them to win the league this year. I just have a ton of respect for what they do, for their talent level, and I thought our guys battled well. I thought it was a good hockey game, a really good hockey game by both teams.
Were you getting a little concerned there, where you go deep into the second almost, and it's still 0-0? Did it feel good to get that 1-0 first goal?
Oh yeah, it did. It's certainly better to play from ahead than it is to play from behind. Wasn't concerned. Every game takes a life of itself, and you know it's 60, at least 60, 65 minutes, whatever it takes. You have to do your job for the whole time. So go up, go down, whatever happens, you just got to play through it. So, and I thought I thought our guys played really well, and we did the best that we could possibly do in containing their explosive power.
How big was this win for you guys? It's a big rivalry series here in the UP.
Well, points wise, it's a huge series. It's every game right now is a huge game. You know, we got I don't know what we have left. 9 games, 8 games,
Mm-hmm.
9 games left there, and they're against all what I feel are top caliber teams. You know, with these guys, Mankato, Bemidji, Bowling Green. I think that's what we got left. So we have 7 games left now. So every game that we can put behind us and put any type of points on the board, trying to get home ice advantages and position. It's all about position for the playoffs. And, you know, that's what it matters, because the winner of the playoffs is the winner of the league, and we all start from scratch there. So you want to give yourself the best chance.
It's late January. You gunning for home ice right now?
Absolutely, everybody is. Northern's gunning for home ice. Everybody's gunning for home. It's so tight. The league is so tight. A team goes on a run. You know, they pop people. It's going to go right down to the last weekend of the year. Those 6 points.
You started to get some production out of your top line again in the last 2 games, Friday today and Saturday last week. How does it feel to finally see that top line start to click things together again?
Which line is that?
Mosley, Kukkonen, and Piedla.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, we're getting production. I thought that Soretsky's line was incredible tonight. I thought Gainey gave us some really good shifts tonight. I thought Cash Rasmussen was extremely hard on the puck. I thought that, you know, obviously our whole defensive core played well, but I thought that Tristan Ashbrook played as good a game as I've ever seen him play tonight on both sides of the puck. So there wasn't anybody I didn't think contributed to to us having some success tonight. Tonight's behind us. We'll get ready for tomorrow now.
Your Stauber, Bronte, and Nardella line was pretty buzzing tonight. They were doing a lot of good things right. Nardella had 2 really big blocks tonight. How does it feel to be able to have your, not necessarily lesser guys, but your depth players being able to take ice time, eat minutes, and even get on the score sheet?
I don't consider them depth guys. They've been so good for excuse me, I apologize. They've been so good for a long time now. You know what I mean? Like week after week after week after week. So I just think we have 4 lines of balance that all do have a role for us. Arvid Kaderoff was great tonight in his area. So it was I don't look at it really anymore at all. I mean, we had Stavro, the goalie, out tonight, you know what I mean, or when they pulled their goalie, so those guys are all pivotal to us.
Power play's been a bit of a sore spot. Not to dive too deep into it, but do you think at this point it's more mental than it is actual performance on the ice?
And we're working on it. I'm not worried about how our power play's been. Everything we've done's got us in a pretty good position to be good. We just have to keep working on it, and if it gets really, really good, which it can, I think we have the personnel. If it gets really good at some point here, then it's going to be a huge benefit. So I'm not, it is what it is. So.
Blake ties his own record for shutouts. How big is that for you as a coach, seeing your goalie thrive as a former goalie?
What, you mean season record?
Yeah, his season record for shutouts.
How many is that?
7.
He has 7 this year?
Yes. He tied last year's a total of 7.
Yeah, he's got 17 now. I think I heard them announce. What I'll say is this: I think the people here have been extremely fortunate. I mean, he's like a son, right? You know, his family's from here, his parents are from here, his relatives are from here. Extremely fortunate. It's like having Tanner Carroll here, or any of the other ones. You know, Alex Nordstrom, all those individuals. To have someone of that caliber with that ability, I don't know if there's any. There's no player in the country more valuable than Blake is, and there's you know, I would have him. I would vote for him for Hobie. I'd vote for him for league MVP. I'd vote for. I mean, he's just been in everything too. If you just take away the ice, his mentorship for our other goaltenders and things. He's. I can't tell if that's him over there right now. Okay, so I don't want to give him too big of a head, but it's been a blessing for the people here to be able to. I mean, he's a son here. He's a local son from Brighton, but family's from here, so. He's as country as it comes.
I thought maybe structure-wise and just team defense-wise, I thought it probably is up there with one of the best games we played. I really didn't think we gave them too much. I mean, the one little break they had was on the power play and just bad timing coming out of the box. So I really thought it was a good team win tonight.
You only faced 20 shots on the night. How difficult is it for you to kind of stay fresh and loose during the down play when the puck isn't in your own end?
Yeah, it's always a little harder when you're not getting 30, 35 shots, but yeah, I'm just kind of used to it. Our team's been playing so well all the time I've been here, so there's that, and then just trying to stay loose, just whatever I can do to stay loose.
With the power play not being the best necessarily, do you feel like you have to stay up on your guard just in case something happens?
No, not really. I have full confidence in our team, and I think if we do well on the power play, I think we've been doing better. I mean, we've been getting more chances, so no, I don't really feel like I need to stay on guard. And if I do get a break, I'm ready for it.
Do you think it's more of a mental issue then with the team versus actually play and systems?
Are you saying like the breakaway?
Or no, just the power play as a whole, from your outside looking in, since you don't really partake in it?
I'm not really sure what it is. I think we're starting to click a little better, so hopefully that'll keep going until tomorrow.
So you win on your birthday. You get your 7th shutout of your season, tying your previous record from last year. How does it feel to basically carry that mantle that your coach Jamie had?
Yeah, it's cool. Jamie's done a lot for the program since he's been here. He's a great mentor to the past goalies that have been here and goalies this year. So yeah, I love having him here, and it's great to have him here with us.
Good hard game. I think we started off really well. Actually, we set the tone. You know, some games this season we might have struggled early, or we've had a little bit of a push, and we might not score, and then the other team will come back and push harder. But today we just kept that momentum for the whole game. It seemed like you know, there's a couple special teams that kind of threw a spanner in the works, but that's like my penalty actually. But yeah, you know, great game. Blake is unbelievable, obviously. Yeah, every guy did a great job, and proud of everyone.
Can you tell us about your goal?
Yeah, it seems like I just like that net. I don't know. Some of the guys are making a joke about it in there, but yeah, look, I got great line mates, and they read it perfectly. I'm sure Starbuck, I couldn't really tell he was behind me, but Nick saw as soon as I was able to create a little bit of pressure on their defenseman and poke the puck loose, Nardella was already there and getting the loose puck, and all I had to do was go to the net and he had to put it right on my stick.
Speaking about you and your line mates, you guys have seen increased ice time now over the past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to take that next step and start to contribute after having a little bit of a slump with St. Thomas? And
yeah, well, look, it's always good as a player and as an individual. You know, you want to play more. But the way I see it, the biggest thing is we're gaining trust from coaches, we're gaining trust from fellow players, and you know, team's only as good as their weakest link. So, you know, if we're called the fourth line and we're playing like the fourth line, but we're still producing and helping the team as much as we can, I'm sure everyone's happy with that.
Blake records his 7th shutout of the season. You guys were able to get him some support tonight.
Yep.
How does it feel to know that you have that backstop and that Hobie Baker nominee and that Richter Award nominee?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows he's just an unbelievable player, and so does his brother. You know, they both played unbelievable tonight. And as far as confidence, I mean, I don't think about it too much because I've never had to with Blake. It's just never been in the back of my mind where, you know, I might have to change the way I play or something because of who I have in net. He just makes it easy for us to be able to focus on what we need to focus on. And, he does his job and we try to do ours, so it works out well.
Over the past couple of games, you guys have had some late third period goals given up. How does it feel knowing that you guys are finally saying the buck stops here and being able to stop that?
No, good question. I mean, that was actually creeping in my mind at the end of the game, as much as you try to not let it. It's happened. We know it's happened recently. It's happened a few times, so we've paid attention to it in practice. We're conscious of it. That's part of growing as a team. We have so many good things going as a team, and every player, every team has their shortcomings and things they need to work on, and that was certainly one for us. And tonight we showed that we're able to push through and work on those things.
And then the tough question here, the power play has been rough to say the least. Do you think it's more of a mental thing right now versus actual systems and getting the puck in the net?
Yeah, it could be. Look, it could be gripping your stick too hard. We're trying a bunch of guys in different spots, and it's not that guys can't play where they are. It's, I guess when you don't need it, it's one thing. Like, we're still scoring without the power play. Of course, it would be like, yeah, maybe we'd like an extra goal in the power play, but there's teams, it happened to us last year too all the time, we'd have maybe just a power play goal. We couldn't score 5-on-5. Or, so yes, it's a problem, and we're going to keep working on it, but the way we're going, I think we're fine, especially 5-on-5.
Feel good to get the win tonight. It's a big series this weekend.
Yeah.
Getting that Friday win. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we needed that win. We're trying to place ourselves in a good spot for playoffs. And there are rivals. It's big for a school. It's big for the community. It's just a hell of a series. It's fun. It's so much energy out there, and you got all the fans going crazy. So we love it.
Are you guys setting the course now to say, hey, we want a home game in March? Is that being talked in the locker room, or is it a little too early for that?
In a way, yes, but it's not. We're not so much focusing on that end position. We're more focusing one game at a time, and I know that's cliche, but it really is, because every game is so crucial, especially when you're talking pairwise, and you're trying not to think about that too much either. But we just have to play every game as it's a playoff game from here on. Every game is super important. So yes, we'll have that focus, and by the end of the year, that'll be the main focus. That we're in a good spot for playoffs.